Hey everyone, welcome. So past week, we set to take it slow, and the goal is to focus on doing project one and get out the deliverable one and two. And some students ask for deadline, right? Which is why we extend deadline by a week. Um, if you need more time, just let me know. Totally fine, right? No problem there. And today, I want to kick off the next sequence of video to help you guys on building the chatbot so that you guys can then implement the scoring function inside of your chatbot. So the main framework we're going to be using is called Streamlit application. Now, of course, there are many front-end frameworks, right? There's React, right? There's Angular. Those are more professional one, more production grade. For the sake of the demo purpose, in the scope of this classroom setting, we're going to be using a Streamlit application just for simplicity. It gives you all the bells and whistles behind the scene. It's Python native, so you should quickly be able to whip up some sort of mobile app or some sort of web app that is, um, I would say, native to the fully developed tech stack and help you understand what goes in the back end, what goes in the front end, and how to put together a full stack application just pretty much at the tip of your finger. Of course, you can use ChatGPT. Of course, you can use Claude Anthropic. And we are going to use Claude Anthropic to do this completely from scratch, right? Completely from a blank folder. So that's what we're going to do. And then I am also going to showcase uh, that we're going to do everything, record it, right? And then immediately put the code on the GitHub repository, right? So we're going to do this completely end to end. Uh, in the first video of this session, I am going to put together a framework, right? Kind of like a structure. And then the next couple of videos, we're gonna be putting on the bells and whistles. We're gonna be uh, making the app more like a full-rounded person, right? Today is just a skeleton, right? Tomorrow and next few videos, we're gonna be adding in the blood, the flesh, right? So that's kind of like how this is set up. And the purpose to do this is to A, give you guys the tools so you guys can build this application just by yourself, and B, to help you understand what is the transition like from the first deliverable to the second to the third deliverable. And again, right now we're still in the project one environment. So, with that being said, now let's jump into the screen. Also, right in front of me, I have left-hand side of the screen is my browser. Right-hand side is a terminal. So, let me take you to the browser, and I'm gonna go to the correct branch, 2025 fall, and then we're gonna go to Documents. We're gonna go to the capstone, and this is where we are, right? We look at project one, right? That's what we're talking about. So right now, I need to build this application, right? This needs to be some sort of chatbot, right? So here is a couple of things I need. And then what I need to do is I need to, first of all, start a package manage framework. And then I need to start with what is the dependencies that this app needs, that this app requires, right? And then what does the code stack look like in terms of designing this kind of application, right? Even if we are going to ask AI to help us write out the code, right? Even it is vibe coding, we still need to come up with a plan, right? The humans need to come up with a plan. So, uh, for my own personal preference, I am going to use UV to manage this, right? And then I am going to add a dependency using UV, and then I'm going to build the front end using Streamlit application, right? So that's what my plan is, and that's what I'm gonna go for. So let me just make sure that I am up to date with the dev branch. In this case, it's 2025 fall. Once I'm good to go, make sure I'm in the correct directory, right? This is my directory, and then this is where the code lives. I should be updated to the branch on the website. Great. Now I'm going to type in Claude, right? This is a Claude coding tool. It's running directly in the CLI. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, pick a location. So I think for the sake of clarity, what I'm going to do is go into docs and then let's see. You know what? Let me just put in a root directory. So here's what I'm going to do. Create a deliverable folder in the root directory. Inside this folder, create a project one subfolder. Do this using CLI terminal. You know what? Let's see terminal CLI. Uh, right now, you are using Windows. Let's go with that. Let's see if there's any errors or if it's working. If it's working, great, right? If there's errors, then we're gonna have to debug. So it's gonna say, hey, we're gonna run this bash command for you. What this bash command is gonna do is create a deliverable folder and a project one subfolder. Do you want to proceed? Okay, that is my plan. I have not seen any error. Let's proceed. So I'm gonna say enter, just like that. It will run that command for me, right? It will run that command for me. It says folder created. Great, so folder created. Now what I'm going to do is it create a folder, and now I need to get inside of the folder, right? Right now I'm still in the root directory. So you can just tell the AI and it will do it for you, right? So now I want you to get inside uh, deliverable. You know what? Let me use backslash this way. Uh, deliverable project one folder, and I want you to pip install UV and then use UV command to initiate a project. And that's it. That's all I want, right? So at the moment, it's going to get inside of that project, just like what it says here. Install UV package manager. After it's CD in there, it's going to run pip install. Great. That is the command that I want, right? Say yes. Okay. So now it's going to physically run that command for me. It's going to physically install the UV for me. And then it's going to kick off some sort of package. So here it's going to say initialize this. I'm going to say, yes, that's exactly what I want. So we're going to give a minute to do that. And then it says project initialized successfully, right? So presumably you are already in here and then you have a UV init, right? So now maybe we can say run ls. That means list out the directory, and I just want to see where is it that I am and where are the files that's in this folder. And it says, okay, these are the files in this folder. Great. So now what I'm going to do is I need to get a template inside of this directory, right? The template is a chatbot template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Streamlit, and then I am going to go to gallery or something like that. You can go in here and check out the trending LLMs or chatbots that you want to build. And certainly you feel free to use any of these as a benchmark. So you don't have to install everything completely from scratch. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start simple. So I am going to say Streamlit echo bot. It's gonna give me something that is a very basic framework of a chatbot. So ChatGPT like clone. What does it say? Say hi, and it's gonna say something back, right? What does it say? Sorry, I can't talk right now. Blah blah blah. So it kind of behaves like a ChatGPT. You guys get the idea, right? And then somewhere down here, there are echo bars. So echo bars here, there are code here, right? So I am going to copy this and all the way here. Let me make sure I copied everything. Great. Copy. Now I'm going to go here and say, I want to create a Streamlit application. I want you to add the appropriate dependencies using UV. Then I want to build a echo bot using Python code below. I say colon, right? And then I say control and then paste the code here and I just hit enter. So this will be able to put the code in the command and have AI to write something for me to kick off this project for me, right? So let's take a closer look at the code. It's going to say running this, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna add Streamlit dependency using UV. Do you want to proceed? Great. I say, yes, I want to proceed. And then it's going to build up that package for me by adding the dependency using UV as a package manager. Okay. And then this gets me the correct environment. Now, once that's done, let's take it very slow. Once this is done, it adds the dependency, right? Install the Streamlit app. Once it's done, we need the code, right? We need the Python code. So earlier in my message, I said I want you to build EchoBot using Python code below, and then I copy pasted this Python code, Python command from left-hand side, which is the website, to the right-hand side, which is the terminal window in that prompt previously, right? And now it says, okay, it's going to write this file. Okay, it's a Python file and it looks like that. And then this is where things start to deviate, right? If you are experienced with Python, you can just read this yourself. If you are not experienced with Python, just ask questions. If there's a single line of code that you do not understand anything about it, just ask, right? That's all you need to do. Just ask. Do not be afraid of asking questions. And let me demonstrate that in front of you guys. I really want to encourage you guys to ask questions. So let's create the file first, and then let's ask a bunch of questions, right? So say yes, hit enter. It is going to physically create that file for me, right? So I can say run ls. It's going to list out the file for me. And then I know that maybe these are the files. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to open a new terminal window. I'm going to cd into the same directory. Here it's paste u cs676. And then I am going to go to deliverable. Um, did I make a mistake? I might have made a mistake. That's okay. And here I'm going to check concatenate main.py to see if it's correct. That's not correct. Let me cd back up. Let's say cd deliverable project one. Now this looks correct. Now I'm going to concatenate main, and boom, there you go. That's the code there. And this is where I will personally want to take a closer look at where that code is. So let me make sure that I am asking the right question. Let's say you look at the code. Let's say it's something you don't understand, right? Let's say, for example, this one. Let's say you don't understand this. All you gotta do is copy that, and you can say, just a quick question regarding the Python code above. I don't understand the following. And you can probably just copy paste down here. I think I select something here, right? Or you can scroll up and select the code here. Let's say I select the code here, and then I can probably paste it down here. You can say, explain this to me, and it will explain this to you just like a regular LLM tool, such as ChatGPT or a couple of other tools online that you guys may have come across. Then it says, okay, this code initialize chat history storage for the Streamlit app. st.session state is Streamlit's way of persisting data across reruns, right? And every time you interact with this app, right, like sending a message, Streamlit reruns the entire script from top to bottom, right? So you guys kind of get the idea, right? If there's a certain location of the code that you do not understand, that's what we're doing here, right? Just ask, right? Just ask. Do not be afraid of asking questions, right? And do not be afraid of asking questions to AI tools, right? The best way to teach all you guys is to teach you guys how to use AI. So the opportunity is there. Please don't waste it, right? It really is helpful, and there is a good way of using it. So certainly you can repeat this step in regards to pretty much every single line of code that you don't understand, right? Let me demonstrate another example. Let's say this if statement, you have no idea what it's doing, right? So you can say, I don't understand this if statement. And then you can just put it here, copy, and just paste the code in there. That's really all you gotta say. I don't understand this. Just paste it in there, right? Just ask the question. Please do not afraid to ask questions. This use Python walrus operator, which assigns and evaluate in one line. So if you don't understand walrus, that is the symbol here. This like column equal sign, that's the walrus operator. Um, let's break it down, right? This line of code does this operator does this, if statement does this, whatever, right? You guys get the idea. Now it explains the Python code to you, right? The alternative is you go online, you Google for 2 hours, you figure out from the API docs or from Stack Exchange or Stack Overflow, and you copy some snippet of code, right? This is just the same thing, but much, much faster, right? It really is pretty much the same thing. Look, if you want to spend 2 hours, find some snippet of code online and copy paste in your code without using AI, perfectly fine. That's no problem at all. Or you can read the API docs for 5 hours and you can figure that out probably just by reading the documentation. That's also no problem at all. What I'm proposing here is just a convenient way to help you to get to the same destination if you just ask AI to do it for you, right? Um, so the tools is here. Do not be afraid to ask questions. So let's continue our demo, right? So now we have the Python script, right? So now we kind of want to run a little bit, right? Want to see what this app look like, right? So hopefully it should look like this Echo bot because that's what the code is for, right? I copy pasted here earlier, right? So let's see. I have a Python that you created for me above. It's a Streamlit app and the project is managed by UV. How do I run this app locally? Or you can ask this. It will probably tell you. It might even execute the code for you. But in this case, you say to run this, you use this whatever command, right? So now you can just run the command if that's what you're interested in doing, right? If you don't want to do that yourself, all you gotta do is ask AI to do it for you, right? So just say, can you run this for me. Okay, say question mark, hit enter. That's all you need to do. Just ask, right? Very simple, just ask. Okay, so cd whatever, what this means is it's going to change the directory to the project directory, and then it's going to run the Streamlit app for you. And that's the command that it runs. Hopefully it works, but if not, that's okay, right? That's why we're here. We're here to build something, we're here to debug, right? That's all we're here. So let's say yes. And then boom, there you go. It runs the app for you. Pops out a localhost A501. And then let's see what it does. I currently don't see anything. Let me move this away. I currently don't see anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to the previous page. I'm going to say I can see the app, but it's a blank app and I don't see anything. Can you check the code for me? So in this case, it's going to read the Python code and then to basically just see what's wrong, right? The code looks correct. You should see a title, echo bot, blah, 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 blah. And then you should see this. Uh, okay, that's fine. Let me refresh. Let me take this to the other website because my default is on the browser that ought not be as a deploy, but I don't think I saw the chat session. That's alarming, right? Then I'm just gonna say what I saw, right? I do not see title or chat input box. And then I am going to physically come here myself to see if the app is created successfully. Project. Now let me go to deliverable project folder, see what's in here. What is this main.py? Main.py is just here. Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. So this directory, the main.py kind of it's not being updated correctly. Whereas if I cd up to the previous deliverable folder, I can see a project one, and I can see a main.py in here. So if I take a look at the main.py, the code is actually here. So what I'm gonna do, oops. So what I'm gonna do is to take this directory, and I'm gonna explain the situation. So I opened a new terminal, and I saw that in this directory, I'm gonna put it here. The main.py has the correct code, but the UV managed project is actually in this other directory, right? So that's the problem that we're having. So let me cd up 2 levels, and I'm gonna go to deliverable project one, and then I'm going to put this directory, I give it here. Okay. Um, What shall we do? Shall we put it in deliverable project, oops, deliverable project underscore one folder? Will that be easier? Can you make a recommendation? Right? We explain the situation and we leave it to the AI to help us solve the problem. Right? Now, of course, if you have a plan, certainly you can do that yourself, right? We're talking about a file that's not in the correct folder. So you just move the file. So if you want to do that, that's fine, right? But here, what I'm demonstrating is this little edge case that somehow it's being created probably by a wrong directory that we created in the beginning. And I want you guys to see how to resolve that caveat situation. So here it says the issue is that UV init create a folder called this without the backslash, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Move everything in here. Okay. So that's fine. I'm just gonna say, yeah, please proceed. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. And hopefully it copies everything correctly. And then hopefully we get the correct app, right? So let's say yes, sure. If there's a wrong parameter, that's fine, right? That's what a chatbot's here to figure out, right? Um, Copy all the files. Let's say do a robocopy. Maybe there's error. You can read the error, but you don't really have to. It's going to figure out eventually. Copy command not found. I think this is probably because I'm in a Windows terminal, not really in a um, Bash terminal or in a Linux terminal. So just a little bit of um, incorrect code that perhaps Cloud is generating because copy command is obviously not a Bash command. Um, so let's see how it resolves that. Maybe I should say, just remind again that you are in a Windows laptop and you are in a terminal window from Windows system. Maybe in the beginning, I should just probably start with that, right? But eventually figure it out, right? So yes, I want to do that. So it copied this over there, and then now it's trying to remove it. I don't know if this remove works. Device or resource is busy. I'm gonna try to do again. I think that's what's happening here. Because this kill shell just means a fail to run, right? So okay, done. I have 1, 2, 3, right? You've done 1, 2, 3. Copy this, copy this, copy this. Okay. Now let me close this. I don't have to close this. Let me just see what happens. Um, okay, so it says it's done 1, 2, 3. Great, that's fine. And now you can run it, right? Great, that's fine. Um, can you run it for me? Okay. So the idea here is then it will go into the correct directory and then run the app again, right? That's what we want to see it doing. So here it says, okay, it's gonna run this command. What this command doing is run Streamlit from the correct directory. So I'm gonna say yes. And then let's see if it works, right? If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then let's keep debugging. Um, so I don't think you need to cd in there. I think that's a mistake, or somehow this slash doesn't really read it correctly. So that's interesting. Let's say yes. So I think this backslash probably is not the correct way to do this, which is very interesting. I think in the beginning, that's probably why that got created as well. So I'm going to try yes again. If it doesn't work, then let's manually go into terminal and then see what went wrong. Um, okay, so it's going to read as output. Uh, and then let's try to run this again. And let's see if it works. No module name Streamlit. I don't think it's adding it correctly. So now let's check this directory again. This doesn't exist. Let's cd back up. Now it's in deliverable. It's in project one. Great. And then let's concatenate main.py. The bot should be here. And then the code is here. Let's check out UV log. Okay, that's fine. Let's check out the TOML file. So PyProject, TOML file. Oops, I made a mistake. I want to concatenate it. Concatenate just means printing out the file directly in the terminal window. So I think everything should be ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say this. Give me command. Assume I'm in Windows terminal. Give me command to use UV to run Streamlit app. And then you can rate it yourself if you want to, but in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, uv run streamlit app.py. So what I'm going to do is copy this, and then I'm going to come here and just manually put it in there, copy, paste, and then see if this works. Fail to concatenate script path. Let's see. Hi, there you go. This is interesting. So I have my .vim, and then somehow uv run doesn't work. Let me see if this works. uv run, and then streamlit run, main.py. Okay, if that doesn't work, let me try this. uv run streamlit. Cannot concatenate. Okay, so in that case, let me take this and then copy paste in here, saying I try to run it myself and got this error. Right? Let's just see what chatbot says. Can you give me another set of command to use to let's use a different strategy, right? Uh, let's do it without UV, and then let's do it with the .vim. We're gonna initiate the virtual environment .vim, and then we can then use a Python command to run the Streamlit application. So give me sets of command to start .vim in Windows, and then give me command to start Streamlit app. Okay, so this way you can then see what it gives you. It's gonna say .vim activate. So let's do that, right? .vim, what is this? Scripts activate. Okay, so now I'm in this project, and then Streamlit run main.py. So Streamlit run main.py. I still get this error. That's interesting. It's probably because I copy paste it. So say paste it here, and then just hit enter. We want to see what kind of solution it gives us. If that doesn't work, then try the full path. That's fine. I can try the full path. Okay, so there you go, right? Localhost A501. Let me zoom in a little bit, and you can say what's up. You can say hi, and it will say echo hi, right? So now it's working. Say 1+1. I say 1+1. Say hello world. I say hello world, right? So you guys get the idea. If you guys already know what I'm talking about, you can probably get this done in a few lines of command. I did it this way just because I want to do this on purpose to show you guys how do I debug. Because when you go from Windows to MacBook, it causes a little caveat. So that's that. And then what I'm gonna do right now is now I want to clean up my environment. You know what? Let me copy that, and then let me come here and then make sure I can say something here as well. Hello world, Python, tell me a joke, something like that, and we just repeat what you said because it's an echo bar, right? Things are not there yet. And what we're gonna do is we are going to go here. Let me cancel this. And then let's go to here, and we're just gonna say, can you make a commit to the right branch? Here we know 2025 fall is the right branch, and I'm gonna say, great, it worked. Can you commit to the branch 2025 fall? I believe you are already on the branch. Hit enter, you should be able to see that it's trying to do the git add, git commit, git push. It's going to write a nice message for us in terms of what exactly is happening with the changes. That's what this diff is for. I think somewhere here it's probably going to pull a difference using the log. Here we're gonna say yes, and then we're gonna see the message, right? This is the message that it's going to add, and it has this nice signature saying that it's written by Cloud Code, right? That's what we want to see. And then we can say yes. It's a simple Echo bot, and we have Python project, whatever, that's all in there. Commit to the branch, and then I believe that's it. And here it says Control O to expand it. I can say Control O, and I can see that it did all of these things. So there you go. Hopefully you like the video, and I'll see you in the next episode.